Hey up, me out. It is King Rowie here, the king of craft beer, the king of beer reviews, and the king of beer reviewers. Um, as always, I don't really know what's going on with my YouTube at the minute. I actually uploaded a live video yesterday of my unboxing of my sweet Tubby Tom's hot sauce and dry rub selection. 23 hours later, it is still uploading. So I am probably just going to assume that is going to be deleted to history and we will never ever get to watch that. So I'm actually recording this with no idea as to whether or not this will actually make it out or not. But hey, only time will tell. And if it doesn't, the good thing about it is I've only wasted about 25 quid's worth of beer over 2 cans. So that's all that really matters, isn't it? But yeah, it is Monday evening. It is 6 p.m. I said last week I was going to do it. This is my third live video now. Even though only 2 have made it. Well, only one's made it up. This one might not make it up as well. I might get screwed over on this one as well. But yeah, we have got Chubbles Enhanced from Cloudwater in Manchester and The Vale in Richmond, Virginia. It is a triple dry hopped, I believe. It is Galaxy, Eldorado, Citra, and Nelson. I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to go with those 4. I'm pretty sure those are the 4 hops that are in this particular one. And we're going to follow that one up with ElmEleven Cosmo World Melt Imperial Stout. It is a double coffee coconut cream melt stout. I have had this on draft at Brew Tavern in Nottingham, and it was absolutely batshit insane. It was super thick, super creamy, one of the thickest, stupidest imperial stouts I have ever had. I have actually got their latest one downstairs as well. It's called Beyond Us, and Kim from Jewel, when she had it, it was so thick she was able to open it and hold it upside her head straight away, and it was so thick it didn't come out of the can. Now, that's the level of stupidity that I want in my imperial stouts, and ElmEleven are delivering at the minute, so that is fantastic. Yeah, I had a sweet this is like I had a sweet sort of what's the word I'm looking for, thumbnail made for this video as well. I wanted to re-upload that. So if you are not a fan of dry rubs or hot sauces, I am going to be showing you what I had delivered at some point as well. Do you know, if it really starts flagging, then I'm going to bang on about them anyway, because that's like what, 5 minutes of extra sort of content we can get out of this. So well, there's enough of that, as we're having Chubbles. So we've got the Chubbles butt plug glass there. You know, that's the famous Chubbles butt plug glass. And yeah, so this was purchased from Brew Cavern on Friday. I think it was £12.10, give or take, which I know is on the spenny side of craft beer, but it is a hype release, comes out once a year. It's a triple IPA, so you know, your boy wanted it, so I was going to have that. They have got it on draft at the minute at Brew Tavern. I don't know what that is priced. Hello, Simo. I hope you are doing very well. I'm not going to lie. I felt like shite on Saturday. But I did go out and I did drink triple IPAs at Neon Raptor. I had their what's it bloody called? What is it bloody called? Triple X Naughty Luggage, which is their new triple IPA version of Naughty Luggage. It's a triple IPA kind of week, you know, as in around these parts. So yeah, I was not feeling too great. And then yesterday I spent the day playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor, even though Star Wars is rubbish and for virgins and nerds, which are the same thing. If you say you're a Star Wars fan, we're just going to assume you're a virgin nerd. So but the video games are pretty good. So, you know, I never said I wasn't a hypocrite, but yeah, so I also think you are, and I think you are, I don't know, I'm just going to think you are an animal, Simo. There we go. Thank you for letting me on your stream the other night. I dread to think of the utter bollocks I was chatting, and I drank a load of beers that I'd been saving for my own channel on yours. So you know, just send me 30 quid in the post or something like that, and we'll call it quits. You know, it's all good. But yeah, so we have got Chubbles Enhanced. This is usually the better of the, I mean, Chubbles is always great, but this is usually the one that everyone looks forward to. A bit annoyingly, oddly enough, on Saturday, Beer Engineers was in Nottingham, and I didn't realise that, and I don't think we've ever actually met face to face, and he was in Neon Raptor not long after I left, so we probably could have timed that a bit better, and got a sweet little collaboration in there, but you know, it be what it be. But you know, not the cleanest glass I've ever had. I'm not going to lie to you, but I've not got my shades on again. Oh, they've like become. They might just not be a thing in live videos from now. You get to see the. They're not even baby blues anymore. I'm too old. They're just sort of like cataract-ridden. You know, voids. Do you know what I mean? Like nothing. No, there's no love or anything left behind them anymore. Just jaded. That one there is constantly drooping. But man alive. I look like fucking shit. I look like Neville. Do you know the wrestler Neville or Pac? I look like him, but fat. Oh, for fuck's sake. But yeah, no, it looks great. Like pure breakfast juice on this one. Let's have a little whiff. Again, everything that's in the original, it's just sort of, well, as you'd imagine, is just enhanced. It's just sort of, it's more peach, it's more mango, it's more papaya. There's grapefruit in this one as well, actually, sort of like pink grapefruit zest, giving it more of that breakfast juice style aroma. This looks fantastic. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't really looking forward to having a beer today because I was kind of thinking I have been drinking a bit much lately. But the sight of this, the smell of this, I'll tell you what, it's put a spring back in your boy's step, and so did the rather glorious large sausage sandwich I had earlier on. But yeah, cheers. What? Let me know in the comments what everyone else is drinking, or if you're not drinking because it's a Monday and you're not a tragic alcoholic like some of us. But yeah, let me know what you're drinking in the comments. Ooh, that is banging. I always knew it was going to be. It's almost got like a, unlike the other one, it's almost got a verdanty, alliumy, oniony sort ofness to the end of that. But yeah, the sort of white wine dryness is coming through on that from the what's the Nelson Sauvin. The it's just beautiful. It's just an absolute. It's everything that I wanted in a triple IPA. It's why Chubbles, you know, I love putty and I love Chubbles, but you know, Chubbles is all. If I had to do with one and get rid of the other, it would always be Chubbles stays and putty goes. It's the triple IPA versions. The double IPA version of Chubbles was always better than. Sorry, the double IPA version of Chubbles wasn't as good as the double IPA putty, which is the traditional putty, and. The, 7 minutes in before I started like mumbling and getting everything wrong there. My lights are falling down in the background. There must be a way of me flipping the camera. I don't. It's like having your fucking controller inverted. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not a fan of this. There must be a way of swapping this round. I mean, I'm not going to do it now while people are watching because that would be an astronomical waste of everybody's time. But yeah. So should I show you? I mean, you're going to see the herbs and spices mix that I got from Tubby Tom's in Gloucester. Become a bit of a fanboy of theirs lately. I don't really like being a fanboy of things. It makes me feel like a bit of a wiener. But yeah, I do love Tubby Tom's products. I tell you what, nobody wants to see that as the viewership has halved in under 2 seconds. So yeah, I guess no one has any interest whatsoever in that. So it's going to be a really long night for the other four of you. So don't worry about that. Oh, got spat everywhere there. Made a belter of a sausage sandwich earlier on. Got was it Sainsbury's finest Toulouse sausages? So they were really garlicky. Did a homemade mustard mayo. I say a homemade. I mixed mayonnaise and mustard. I didn't like make the mustard and make the mayonnaise. I mixed two store-bought products together. Fried the bread in some butter. Had it in with some onions. Brown sauce on the sandwich. Red sauce on the side for dippies. That works every single time. Be it bacon, sausage. If you're even having a cheese toasty, do you know what I mean? Like brown on top, red on the side. You know, red sauce, the king of Dunkin' sauces. It is an absolute belter of a Dunkin' sauce. I always see these sort of. I watch a lot of two people. New one here likes mustard mayonnaise. I see a lot of these. What's the word I'm looking for? Diners, drive-ins, and dives. man versus food style videos, and they always talk about these places like in the States, or like, oh yeah, if you go in and you order a hot dog, don't you dare ask for ketchup. I'm like, fuck you, don't you dare ask for ketchup. I want ketchup on my burger or my hot dog. I want to ask for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, here's an idea. Don't tell me what I can and can't do, because you make hot dogs and burgers for a living. So shut up. You know. Now, the irony being is, of course, I can say that because I also make hot dogs and burgers for a living. So, and if someone came in and said, can I have like, they want a hot dog, but they don't want ketchup, they want tartar sauce on it, I'd do it. Do you know what I mean? Because it's easy. And I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be, although we did have some absolute robber come in the other day. I mean, chances of being one of the two people watching are quite slim, but another little slop here. Yeah, we had someone come in the other day, and they ordered one of our chicken burgers. You know, lovely marinated chicken breast. That's chicken thigh these days, actually, because it tastes nicer. Lovely marinated chicken thigh, you know, deep fried in a lovely sort of dredge. And they were like, oh, yeah, yeah. Instead of having, we want the chicken burger, but instead of having bread, can we just have extra chicken? You know, because bread is famously the same price as meat, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And they were like genuinely pissed off when we told them they couldn't have it. It was like, no, we don't do that. It's like, well, the last time we were in, you did. And you know, it's like, no, that didn't happen the last time you were in. That's never happened to you anywhere ever, unless you're at your fucking mum's house. There's no way, nowhere is trading meat for bread. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of, oh, it's mental. Yeah, if someone came in and was like, oh, they don't want chips, can they have salad? It's like, well, yeah, that's fine. That's a fair trade. Ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. I don't know where that came from. That came from nowhere. Like, did that go out? Was I on while I did that? Fuck me. I'm beginning to see why I normally just pre-recorded all of these, but I tell you what, I'm enjoying these live things. It's weird because after 4 years of doing videos, you know, I actually felt the last 2 sort of 3 times that I've done live ones, I felt like how I did when I first started doing YouTube videos. Like, I kind of think, oh, what if I make a mistake? What if it's not as good? But then I remembered it's never that good, is it? Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't really make that much of a difference. So yeah, if anything, it's not like I edit out my mistakes, is it? So it's sort of like I just have to make sure I don't use as many sort of like the C word as much as I normally do. That's about it, really, isn't it? So, well, yeah, that is a belter. They still have this at Brew Cavern. This isn't an advert for Brew Cavern, by the way. I just happen to buy a lot of my. I buy most of my stuff from Brew Cavern, Neon, Junkyard, Black Iris. Do you know what I mean? Those, and I do like going to Craftworks in Sherwood as well. So that is another great place to go. But those are the places that I go to the most. So it's not an advert for them. It's just that 90% of the beers that I buy are, well, I'd say about 50% of the beers that I buy are from Brew Cavern. The rest are from those other places. But as it's warm, it's been out of the fridge. It's out of the fridge for about 10 minutes before I started drinking it. But it is so it's warmed up a bit. But there's warmed up a bitch. It's warmed up a bit. I was going to say, so there's a real sort of peach. There's a real sort of peachiness to it now, which is coming out as well. So it is actually absolutely fantastic. It definitely has more of an alcohol burn, or sort of like a greenness, a sort of hot burniness than the original. But I'm kind of here for that. I've always sort of enjoyed that sort of hot burn eness of double IPAs, of triple IPAs. So that, I don't really see it as a negative, but I would understand if people were having this for the first time and didn't enjoy it. So I'm not going to. It might not be for everyone in that respect, but for me, I think this is everything that I want in a triple IPA, a double IPA. Hell, if they can make normal IPAs that would just taste like this, I'd be more than fine with that. But yeah, it is absolutely belting. I'll tell you what, I even had a pale ale on Saturday that wasn't shit. I mean, it was from the Colonel, so that's to be expected. And I think it was about 6%. So it was sort of like on the higher end of the pale ale spectrum. But normally pale ales, just have a glass of water. Do you mean just have a glass of water? They are shite. But I had a pale ale from the Colonel and it was belting. I had that with that deep fried lasagna that they serve down at Bunkers Hill, which is across the road from Stenton Market, where Neon Raptor is. And yeah, I had a smash burger and a deep fried lasagna. Yeah, but the problem is I ate all my chips first because, as you can probably tell, I'm a fellow who likes his chips. Chips are banging, and they do very nice. You can get like pizza loaded chips there as well. So it's like they just melt all the pizza toppings and then put them on top of your chips. They also do deep fried pizzas. What are they called? Panzerottos, Panzanillos, something like that. They serve them there. Absolutely banging. Yeah. So if you ever are that end, scratch my house. If you ever are that end of Nottingham, definitely hit up Bunkers Hill. I mean, that is if Greg, the landlord, who is a lazy bastard, can be bothered to open that day. So yeah, probably shouldn't have said that bit out loud because he always does open. It just sort of kind of depends on what time, really, that he does open that day. If you are watching this, Greg, which you're almost certainly not, I do love you, and I think you are an absolutely magic fella. Yeah. So, who wants to see some like spice rubs and some sweet stuff that I got from? You're gonna have to, I'll only be off for like a second. It's only there. Do you know what I mean? So you'll not be on. I'll not be on for long. You can still hear me. So yeah, this is where YouTube did me in yesterday because I had this huge box, this great big delivery from Tubby Tom's in Gloucester. It came in this huge box, and then everything in here was then packaged in other little boxes. I unwrapped it all, and look great, but still, I was able to fit it all in one of the two smaller boxes that were in there. But yeah, it's a pretty sweet design on the box there. And so for the next minute and a half, probably, I'm going to tell you what I ordered. Because for those of you who don't know, I love my barbecue. Again, look at the size of me. Obviously, I like barbecue. And yeah, we've got some good stuff in here. We have got award-winning smoky maple. So this is what is this? Yeah, this is a barbecue sauce that he makes with an ale that his brother produces. He doesn't list what brewery is. Oh, hang on a minute. Make sure you check out my brother's. It's called Bespoke Brewery, based near us in the Forest of Dean. So I've never had anything from Bespoke Brewery in the Forest of Dean. But yeah, this is their smoky maple hot barbecue sauce. I don't normally go for barbecue sauce, but it's Tubby Tom's in it. Do you know what I mean? You're always going to be having some Tubby Tom's. Then we have got the humorously named Bone Sucker, which is a barbecue rib rub. So I'll be doing some ribs on the old Weber Master Touch at some point this summer. Cowabunga beef rub. So yeah, that's going to be a good one as well. I did this yesterday, but the video has been lost to time. It does, however, have 2 likes, which means some people were able to watch it when it was going out, which is more like, which has the number like. So this is the original chicken seasoning called Mother Clucker, which is a great name for a seasoning. And then we have got Wu-Tang, their mustard. So New York style mustard sauce. So you're always going to be having that on some hot dogs and cheesy burgies this summer. And then check this out. It's a little mix and match thing of their little rubs. I think this is like 20 quid, and you got to choose 5 rubs that come in there. So that's pretty badass. And so I ordered 5. Now, one that I ordered, obviously goes without saying, is the buffalo rub. I opened this up last night and had this with some wings. You might have seen on my short from earlier on today the wings that I made. They were made with this rub, and it is. I can't even open it and show you, but yeah, it is a great. Oh, smells so good. So then I also got, look at this, tiger salt. Sounds pretty badass as well. A Korean style seasoning, because I also, as much as buffalo wings are my favorite wings, but sort of like Korean sort of gochujang style are number 2. Rodeo Ranch is a bit of an out there one for me because I make pretty good ranch dressing anyway, and it's so easy to make. I always wonder why people buy sort of like the little pouches and everything like that. So to then go and buy one is quite hypocritical, but I also wanted to give it a try. So whatever, do you know what I mean? And then Bam Bam, pineapple scotch bonnet, jerk style ribs. So style rub even. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll get some And the last one is Cherry Bomb, super juicy cherry barbecue rub. So I'll be using that to make some pulled pork at some point. And then one that wasn't in that offer is their Easter special called Redemption Rub. And that is a Easter special minty glaze. And I will bung that on some lamb at some point. And if I can ever be able to figure out how to get my camera and everything to work properly outside, I might do a little barbecue video one day. So yeah, and I also bought some merch bits as well, but nobody cares about that. I don't think anybody cared about them, to be perfectly honest with you. But yeah, we'll be on to the melt soon. Don't worry about melt. There's already one melt here, isn't there? There's already one bloody melt. So, but we will be on to. I'm looking forward to the ElmEleven. Like I said, I had it on a draft at Brew Tavern, and it was outstanding. I had a third of it there, and it took about a minute and a half to pour. So, looking forward to that one. Everyone's being very quiet tonight. What are you all up to? I mean, I'm also fine if four of you are just sort of like legit legends who have just got this on in the background and are just like letting it run, so I can get some sweet extra watch minutes. I mean, that is also like beneficial. Do you know what I mean? I am not gonna hate on anybody who is doing that. So if you could pay a bit of attention to me from time to time, just throw out a little thing, that would also be pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, Chubbles enhanced, absolutely fantastic. We've nearly finished that, and yeah, I am going to take the top off of that. And I know plenty of people do them, and then I'm going to grow some succulents. I might grow some herbs in this one actually. I might grow get some mint growing in there. You got to be upcycling. I love that. What's his called dude who does all the shorts? Is it like Psycho Mustache or something like that? And he's just sort of like does all the sort of like, yeah, he's got like the big sort of blackout tattoos all going down his arm, and I think he's got like a few on his mush. And he does all the sort of like vegan. It's all vegan and clean living stuff, but it's all pretty badass, and we've got to be recycling our shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, some of the things he does sound terrible. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to be, turning banana skins into chocolate bars. Bananas are bad enough as it is, and the skin's the bit that you throw away. So, or candied orange peel. No, thank you. Do you know what I mean? But he's inspired me to grow things in my used cans. So it's pretty good at it. So, justifying my drinking problem. As good as it is, I don't think it's a beer of the year contender. The who was it? Was it Beak or Baron? Beak or Baron did a triple IPA last year. It was just fucking outstanding. I can't remember who it was. I think one was a collaboration, Beak, Baron, and Rivington. They were just outstanding. But yeah, that is absolutely banging. Especially off the back of Pentridge. Pentridge have just done 2 triple IPAs for their birthday as well. It's sort of it's almost like going back down into lockdown again. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, in the 5 years sort of since then, obviously a lot of people, they had like hop contracts that they'd signed, maybe the year before, that they had to buy X amount by a certain time, and then all of a sudden we just started seeing all of these huge triple IPAs coming out, and it was because people had these contracts they had to fulfill, so they were just using these huge amounts of hops, and it was just fantastic. Like, I mean, obviously people were dying and that shit sucked. Do you know what I mean? Like, people couldn't see their families and all that, but none of that affected me. Do you know what I mean? As long as it went, I didn't have a single lockdown birthday. Do you know what I mean? My then partner had 2, because it kind of lasted that long. I didn't have a single one. Mine was in that sort of like, my birthday was in that sort of brief 2 weeks where everything kind of went back to normal, and then the government screwed us all over again in time for Christmas. So yeah, actually my birthday meal was the night before it all locked down again. So I was doing all right. But yeah, well, balcony in Mallorca, you lucky bastard. Wish I was in Mallorca. I'm in a bedroom in Nottingham, in Netherfield, no less. So not there's anything wrong with Nevo. Seemingly, according to the community chats that I'm in, there's enough wild deer that roam around in Netherfield that today one was knocked over on the road and just left by the. It was just a deer was just left by the side of the road. Now, while that's horrible and it does suck, and I'm not disputing that, I also kind of think I've lived in Netherfield on and off for years. I've never seen a wild deer. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, but it's weird. Yeah. And it's on the way to the shops as well. So, but I didn't see it. Someone must have cleared that bad boy up. But you get a little message there, Daniel. Enjoy your holiday. I assume you're on your holiday. You might live in you might live in Milwaukee. I don't know. You just say you're in a hotel though. Enjoy your holiday, you magnificent bastard. I like swearing. Swearing's pretty cool. But yeah, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this one finished. This is gonna be one of those 2-hour, awful videos that, like I did the other night. I am gonna get this finished. Then we're gonna get Cosmo World open. It's been out of the fridge for about an hour now. It sounds like it's in a liquid form. I'm going to open it away from my laptop because I don't want to get sticky all over it. Oh, evil Genji's here. Hey, got me out. How are you? I hope you're all good. You get a message. How are you? You lovely get. This is the sort of interaction that you like, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, I bet Mr. Beast doesn't do this, does he? He's too busy fucking making good content and being jet setting around the world, isn't he? Bastard. Oh. Even if this video does get, I can prove it actually. We'll see if it's still in here. Wait me a second. We'll just go into me YouTube studio. Your videos live. No, where's it gone? Your videos. It's not even showing on my thing anymore. It's not even showing on that. Even I'm not allowed to look at that. I do oddly enough, whenever anyone says this, like I said, like you might have noticed in the video I did the other day, ask and it shall appear, I have got some Sinister Stout. I was actually chatting to Tom so this is the Plantation Rum and Coconut Barrel Aged. I'm super looking forward to this. I was actually saying to Tom from the Unwrapped the other day that I have bought nearly every single thing that Sinister have released, but I've only drank one beer from them. I just seem to have. I think I've bought every beer they've released, like that's been readily available. I'm sure there's been a lot of smaller batch stuff. Apart from he did this one, I think it might have been like a braggot or a mead or something like that, and it had like a weird shaped bottle and it had a bee on it. I didn't buy that because I think it was like mixed firm or something like that, and I'm not really about that life. But I seem to be constantly collecting Sinister beers. I do like Logan, the guy who makes it all. I've met him twice so far, I believe. We did a tap takeover of Emperor's Sinister, and I want to say Bang the Elephant, but it might have been Fire Rock at Junkyard. And Logan will never admit to it, but he was on the hoppy stuff all night. I didn't see him drink any dark beer whatsoever. But yeah, he's a nice big fella. And yeah, I believe they brew out of, is it Phantom Brewing? I believe that everything they make is actually brewed like sort of either, well, maybe not contract, but I think he brews on their kit. But don't quote me on that. But I am pretty sure that is how they do it. I've actually got a Sinister beer glass. Actually, it might be over there. No, it's not. But yeah, I do like Sinister based on the one beer I've had. No, I've had two actually. They did a collaboration with Holy Goat, I believe, and it was a chocolate orange stout, and that was very, 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 very nice indeed. So yes, but I have got plenty actually in my stash downstairs. I have never drank them for some bizarre reason. Yeah, Imperial stouts for all year round. Don't be a seasonal drinker. Am I working over Easter? I am working over Easter. I don't know why. I'm literally just typing down what I am about to say. I am working. I don't need to do it. I'm just not going to do it. I am working over Easter. I am off this week leading up to Easter. So, but I'm not back at work until Saturday. So technically, I am only working the Saturday and the Sunday. So that should be okay. So yeah, should be a good one. Nice long weekend for most people. But that being said, I have had, by the time Saturday arrives, I will have had like I think like 9 days off. So I'm not really going to moan about having to work Saturday and Sunday. And Sunday's easy anyway. It's just bashing out Sunday roasts all day. In my opinion, and the Sunday roast is the worst dinner. I hate a Sunday roast. They're just so rubbish. Like ours are great. Do you know what I mean? Like I like making them. I just can't think of anything worse than just a big. And I know like pretty much every culture as well has like it's not like a British thing. Like every culture has this sort of like almost like going back to like medieval times of like some sort of like spit roasted meat served with sort of like you know starchy things like spuds or sort of like carrots or whatever. Like everyone has that sort of type of meal, but it's just the most boring thing I can imagine. Like I always think like, would you like a Sunday roast? No, I'll have anything but. Can I have tacos? Can I have pasta? Do you know what I mean? Oh, I hate, I hate, I hate a Sunday roast. Yeah, it's because I don't like beef that much. Like beef burgers are great, but roast beef. Bleh. Although we do at people, a lot of people, we do at Junkyard though do a very very nice goat's cheese stuffed rolled chicken breast, and that is very very good indeed. I love chicken. Chicken is banging. So yeah. Mm. Well, there we go. Chubbles enhanced, boxed off, absolutely belting. Boosh. Whoops, daisy. That went down with more force than I intended it to. And so now, for those who've not had it, for those who've not been able to find it, so yeah, so ElmEleven, obviously they used to be it used to be sort of where was it? It used to be ElmEleven, Nerd, and Chad, those three breweries together. Nerd has sort of broken off from them now. So now ElmEleven, which was their sour wing, and Chad, which was their IPA wing, have sort of now combined together just under the ElmEleven guys. As far as I'm aware, they might still be making Chad beers, and they're now doing these ridiculously big, thick, stupid, strong imperial stouts. I still like Nerd. I got that in December. That was going to be as part of my December sort of Roey's 20 Days of Christmas, or it was Roey's Advent Calendar. I can't remember what it was called. Christmas was so long ago. I am thinking of doing the same again this year, but I don't know if I can do the my Advent calendar, but just barley wines. Because just thinking about what I have in the stash, I probably can do 24 days of barley wines. But just because I can, does that mean I should? And I think we all know that the answer to that question is, in fact, yes. But I don't know. I do love a barley wine, but I don't know if I can face a barley wine every single day in December. Well, for 24 days. But we'll see. We'll see. In the meantime, probably as far away from a barley wine as you can get, we have got ElmEleven Cosmo World double coffee coconut cream malt stout. I'm going to move away from my laptop a bit while we open this because just in case it sort of explodes. I do look fat, don't I? Shit the bed. There we go. It has exploded a bit. It's coming out the top of the can already. There, look at that. This is exactly how I thought it was going to be. There we go. Now, I know a lot of you are probably thinking it looks like poop, and you'd probably be right to think that. So, I said this might not be a 2+ hour video, but it might take about that long to get this out. And this is with it being out of the fridge for, like I said, probably a good hour now. Look at that. There we oh shit the bed. I did move that at just the right time. There's probably like a it'll be the coconut cream that they use in it. Well, the absolute state of that. And I don't want to be that guy, right? I mean, I know I probably do come and I get it. I probably am the most pretentious of all of the beer reviewers on here, and I get that. And when I first started, I kind of prided myself on that. You know, the whole shelf turds, and there's never going to be any supermarket beers. There's never going to be any of that. And for a while, it did kind of work out for me. But I also kind of thought I probably am coming across like a bit of like a smug arsehole, more so than I intend to. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I'm actually not really like that at all. Like I said, do you know what I mean? Like, I'd be annoyed if someone didn't let me put ketchup on my burger, for instance. But I just think when you see people, you know, just in general, I'm not even going to say like other beer tubers or anything like that, because I'm not like looking for any beef with anybody. But when people say things that like you can get beers in Tesco now, or in B&M bargains now, or in you know anywhere now, do you know what I mean? Like that is as good as you know anything that anyone else out there are making, and it's just like no things like that just prove you're wrong. Now I know a lot of the why can't beer taste like beer guys are probably turning over in their fucking graves at the sight of that, but that to me is just what like craft beer should be about. Do you know what I mean? That the sort of pushing boundaries, the sort of experimental nonsense. Just look how stupid that looks. Like it just looks like a chocolate milkshake. It looks absolutely fantastic. And so there's only one thing to do now, isn't there? Let's get a bloody slurp, shall we? I haven't even sniffed it yet, have I? It smells like melted down Bounty bars. You've got fresh coconut in there. You've got desiccated coconut in there. Just sort of lashings of chocolate. A little bit of Bailey's Irish cream sort of sniff on there going as well. That smells absolutely fantastic. I remember it being quite difficult to drink when I had it on draft. So this isn't going to be one of these ones that you can just chug. But cheers. Like that's as big a sip as you can take at a time. It is just like I don't know. Stick. I was about to stick my comb in there or something. Stick up, but it's just incredible. Like it just coats your finger. Like mm. Do you know I've never placed an order from left field beers. I see people's orders all the time coming up, and you're you know John Nickel, Geordie Beer Guy, legend. He always posts pictures of his hauls from there, and it always just looks fantastic. So I don't know why I don't order from there all the time. They tend to get good. They still seem to get a lot of Omnipoyo in. They still seem to get. They just get some absolutely incredible. Um, Oddly enough, Evil Ginch, you're not going to believe this. People are going to think this is set up. So, beer zombies. That's quite obscure, isn't it? That's quite obscure. I've got kind of BZ Baracas here, a barley wine collaboration with beer zombies, and it was somebody else. Where is it? Mason Ale Works and beer zombies. So yeah, the honestly, this fridge and things I have here just seems to work out constantly here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But that was pretty. That was pretty good timing. So yeah, yeah, I bet it was insane. Some of the things that I see Adroit Theory coming up with as well. I've had some Adroit Theory on the channel before, and I actually had one when I was at Neon. We did a collaboration with Adroit Theory called "Bear with Me," and that was at the time I think was still I think is actually the strongest beer that Neon's ever done. They originally wanted to call it Nun Puncher because they have a lot of metal and sort of like the Droid Theory's can art is fucking outstanding. I love the fact that like they have notes on the side of the can to like pair it with like food, cheese, cigars, music. Do you know what I mean? The best things to pair that beer with. But when they were like, yeah, we want to call this beer Nun Puncher, it was kind of like, well, we don't want to be little Mr. and Mrs. Square here, but no, it's not going to be called Nun Puncher. And I don't know how much of this I can tell. It's not like libelous or anything because it did happen. But yeah, one of the guys from Adroit Theory partied so hard while he was in Nottingham, he had to go to hospital. Yeah, they are. But some of the beers that you see in their tap room that they do like crowler fills of and stuff like that, it just looks like pure. It just looks like this constantly. But yeah, I would like to go to. I'd like to go to Beer Zombies. I bet they're fantastic. I bet they're absolutely fantastic. Mm. It's just like, and the best part is like, people get things like this, right, and cans like this, and they're always like, oh, things like that should come in 330 or 200 ml cans because like you can't drink a full one. You can, you can, you just keep on drinking it. That's all you do. It's really, really simple. And the worst, I know I was about to go on my little rant then again about how breweries are listening to them and they're making beers in smaller and smaller cans, but it's not because of that. Okay, Abel Baker, you've won me on that one. I've not even heard of them, so I can't grab anything from my stash from them. Or no, I can't. I don't have. I've never heard of them, I'm afraid. But I will check them out and see if I can get anything from them. But yeah, we all know it isn't because, like, it isn't just to piss me off that things like that happen. That they do. It's all obviously it's all taxes and all shit like that. So yeah, it completely makes sense, and I am for it. You know, whatever they can do to sell them more beer at the most reasonable price. I was going through my Facebook memories today though, and it was actually 3 years ago stage. I thought it would have been more than that, but well, we'll just go on memories. And I don't know if this counts as doxing myself, to be fair. Yeah, 14th of April 2023. That was when your boy here went to Vault City to do the original double deep fried Mars bar. So yeah, that's insane. That's me and Tom there. I looked better 2 years ago. Man alive. And that's those are my paws there doing deep frying the Mars. But obviously they weren't all individually deep fried like that. But yeah, that was us on the scaffolding. Yeah, so that was pretty cool. Just in case anyone here ever doubted that your boy was the I was going to say behind it, but I definitely wasn't. I was just the person who went up to Scotland with Tom at the time. But yeah, it seems weird that was only 2 years ago, though. I thought that was like 4 years ago or something like that. I'm sure Double Deep Fried Mars Bar came out years ago. I'm sure it came out like years and years ago because it's been like because they had the Double Deep Fried Mars Bar, then they did a rebrew of it and the shit house 330 ml cans. They've done then there was gingerbread. Sure, I suppose, and they're probably just really small than one a year, haven't they? But yeah. Oh, that is a thick boy, man alive. And to think that the new one is apparently even thicker than that, that fills me with like both glee and fear of what I can expect to get there. Sorry, this is my favorite hat, by the way. It's from Block Barbecue in Little Eaton in Derby. If you're ever at the if you're ever near the Shiny Tap Room, they're actually right next door to the Shiny Tap Room. And yeah, if you want to go in there to see some fucking incredible custom built barbecues and amazing handmade knives, like way beyond the like things like we're talking like for proper restaurant quality there, but like The guys are well nice, and like, yeah, it's got some fucking sweet stuff in there. For instance, sweet crowns like this. And I think Josh from Neon either went to school with or grew up with the owner, so I met him through that, which is pretty cool. Tell you what, I say 10%, as I've barely made a dent in this, but it's quite all right for a Monday, isn't it? Ugh. Man alive. Well, we're gonna go for 1 hour, so we've got 15 more minutes, but then I'm gonna have to go. I've got some chicken marinating downstairs. Gonna make one of those curries tonight that all the celebrities seem to eat. They love them, don't they? They love their curries. The celebrities. I don't know. They probably don't, but yeah. And because I can't handle my heat for shit, it's butter chicken. It is butter chicken, and I'll probably add some coconut milk to that as well. Ooh. Well, I might watch a film tonight as well. I read the other day that their Saw 11 isn't happening now, and I've never been as. I mean, I've been more upset. Like, I was about to say I've never been as upset as anything, but like, like probably all of you, I've lost friends and family. That probably upset me more, but I don't know by how much. Do you know what I mean? Because like Saw 11, Saw 10, Saw X. I don't know if you saw Saw X. That film was fucking badass. Like, someone was waterboarded. Someone was waterboarded with human blood in it. It was fucking sweet. And there was like so many sort of like sweet like traps. Saw 11 was tits. Saw 10 was tits. If you've not seen it, you should watch it. And it's the Saw films, so like you don't really need to, think. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's set between 1 and 2, I believe. So, no, it can't be. It is, yeah. I think it's set between 1 and 2. So you don't even need to see any film past the first one to get it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I would strongly advise that. I did watch on a Saturday while a little bit pissed. I did watch Liar Liar for the first time in many years, which is a belter of a film. If you've not seen Liar Liar recently, then you're doing yourself a disservice, basically, because it is a badass. Carrie Yule's in it from The Princess Bride. It's always going to be good. And yeah, Jim Carrey at the height of his Jim Carrey-ness. 1997, that came out. Belter. Absolute belter of a film. Oh. I honestly don't know how some people do this every night. Like, no shade on the guy at all, because I do find him quite amusing, but like, the beer monster can sit there for like 5 hours, just get, having some beers and talking into the camera, sometimes with a top on, sometimes without, like, and more power to him. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how he manages it. It's pretty epic, Whereas I've been doing this at 48 minutes now, and we are beginning to run out of steam. Although, to be fair, he probably doesn't start on 10% triple IPAs and then moves on to 10% impy stouts. Again, not having a go. Not having a go. He can drink what he wants, can't he? But yeah, don't know how he manages it every night. Lucky bastard. This can is just not ending either. It is pouring a lot easier now. I should have poured that not completely off camera, shouldn't I? But yeah, we're back up to the top of the glass. Only one person watching now. Fuck off. I'm giving you gold here. Has the beer monster just started his live stream? Everyone's fucked off to there. Everyone's gone to watch him. Ugh. I should probably do one of those videos that don't involve drinking. what's his face did one, didn't he? What's his face? The guy who like got me like 500 new subscribers. Scott reviews things when he said that was the #1 beer review or whatever. You, I was thinking about doing my list of my favorite beer reviewers. Yeah, I probably should do. I mean, I'm obviously my favorite because I'm me. Do you know what I mean? Like, so, and I'm a huge self promoter. And love, oh, Hobson, he would have made the list. I'm not just saying that, but yeah, he would have made the list because he drinks good beers as well. He's like me. He's the other one who drinks good beers. Evening, Hopzine. I hope you are very, very well, you magnificent bastard. Oh, Ewan, I bet you say that to everybody. And yeah, you should start reviewing beers. So, or whatever you like. What is it you normally do? Review them. I tell you the best way to make review Bloodborne. Every single day, I see another 100 videos from people playing fucking Bloodborne on the PS4, PS3, and fucking reviewing that. That's where you want to make money. But you should definitely do it. I believe in you, and you should 100% do it. I mean, you might be meaning I'm an inspiration, as in how to not do it. Do you know what I mean? So that might be a veiled sort of like a backhanded compliment, but I'll still take it. So thank you very much indeed, and thank you very much for watching. It's super, super appreciated. So yeah, for those who have just joined, and we're on ElmEleven Cosmo World, a double coffee coconut cream melt stout. I'm not gonna lie, it does look like someone's done a jobby in my glass, but it is delicious. It is so thick. I am struggling to drink it in the best possible way. It's like it is like coating the inside of your mouth. It's like engine oil thickness. It is marvelous. It is absolutely ridiculous, and everybody needs it in their life. That was actually gifted to me, to be fair. So I say gifted. I traded it with somebody else for an equal value beer. So Evil Ginge Thai green curry, great dinner. It is an absolutely delicious curry. Any sort of aromatic curry is always good. Thank you very much indeed for joining. And yeah, cheers, man. Take care. Big love. Enjoy your curry. I do like a Thai green curry, even though I can't really handle spice that good. That's the right sort of spice, though. It's that sort of aromatic, fresh lemongrass. Now that is a flavor. That is a flavor and a half. I still don't know what Thai food is, to be perfectly honest with you. And I mean that more sort of like out of stupidity on my part than anything. My only idea of Thai food is Thai green curry or Thai red curry, and there must be more. There must be more than that. But they're the only two things. Whenever anyone says Thai food, it's always either a Thai green curry or a Thai red curry. I've seen kits for a Thai yellow curry, but I've never ever heard someone say they were going to make one. I was thinking banh mi for a second, but that's Vietnamese, isn't it? And that's not the same at all. So yeah, but banh mi's are banging. Any sandwich that uses chicken liver parfait instead of butter instantly gets a fucking 2 thumbs up from the fucking big lad. I'm not going to lie to you about that. Shit the bed. And the fact that I've got an even thicker one than this one still to drink. Not tonight. That's not happening. 2 10% back to back. While, because I did 3 on Friday, didn't I? I did like a 10, a 15, and then a 13.7%, one after another. Then I did a barbecue, and then I went on Simo's channel later on that night, and I went to bed in the early hours of the morning. I was shitboxed, but yeah, feeling better now. Yeah, need to get do need to get some dinner down me though, so I will be shitting off very shortly. But yeah, did anyone like when I showed the barbecue rubs that I bought this week? Did that mean anything to anybody? Does anyone like barbecue other than me? I assume so. There's a lot of I know a lot of you are sort of like white guys of my age on the channel. So I assume you like. Well, that's the sort of tweet suggests you're either really into World War II history or smoking meats. So yeah. Oh, it's fucking sweet. I don't mind telling you that. It's absolutely banging. It's absolutely belting. And everyone needs to try a beer like this at some point in their life. Like, take the plunge. Do you know what I mean? Like, but that is incredible. And kind of back to what I was saying 20 minutes ago. I don't know what rant I went off on the side of that. But so I traded a can of equal value for that one. So I think I traded, so that will say that was about a tenner. And so I traded a can that was a tenner for that. Honest to God, I would rather have one can of something like that than, do you know what I mean? Like 8 bottles of speckled hen that you can get for a tenner. And if you don't, more power to you. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, not judging on that whatsoever. But me personally, you know, drink less but drink better. You know, like that's what it's all about for me. But I think that was what kind of that sort of mentality is really what got me into craft beer to begin with. To be fair, and yeah. But also, like I said, I have lightened up a bit, and you know, we've had some supermarket beers on the channel, and we will continue to have supermarket beers on the channel. So you know, they're here, aren't they? They're here to stay. They're not going anywhere. I'm going to disagree with the idea that they're a gateway for people to start drinking better beer, but at the same time, I've been proven wrong. Like, I know loads of people who say that they started off on supermarket beers and have progressed to paying more. So even though I said I disagree, I am now going to completely 180 on that and say I can see where people are coming from on that. 10% straight back to back do go to your head quite quickly. I've got that sort of like rosy flush now that comes with the booze starting to catch up with you, starting to cough a bit, but yeah. Man alive. Hopsine, are you still here? Have you had any nice beers over the course of the weekend? Where have you gone? Oh, shit the bed. I've got the coughs now. My bottle of water's all the way over there. Not going to go get it. I'm going to power through like an absolute lad. Yeah. Then I'm going to go make my butter chicken. Not having it with any rice. Just going to have it with a garlic naan bread, which I bought from the shop. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But yeah, that was been. Oh, for fuck. Right. Cheers for joining, Dean. But I'll tell you what, just for you, I'm going to stay on for another 2 minutes. I think it was better than Putty, mate. Yeah, I definitely do think it was. I think normal Chubbles was better than Putty. Sorry, triple IPA Putty. I think Chubbles Enhanced was better than normal Chubbles. There's no sort of denying that. Triple IPA Putty is always fantastic, and regular Putty is always fantastic. But yeah, Chubbles is. But I think Beer Engineers summed it up perfectly. That Chubbles is a better triple IPA than Putty, but what's it called? But Verdant are a better brewery than Cloudwater. I'd say that Cloudwater in its day were definitely. I think the V series, the original V series, probably did more for double IPAs than anyone else. Don't worry about it, Mersey Beers. It is all good. My YouTube is crap at the minute as well. It's like I said, for those who've been from the beginning, not you, have it just 20 over 24 hours later, it was it's still uploading a live video I did yesterday. 24 hours. I've got good internet in my house, so I don't know what that video is. Probably just lost to time now. Yeah, and good. I'm glad you've got them in the fridge, mate. Which one in the fridge? Sorry, the Chubbies or Putty? Or both. You know what I mean? Like, it's all good. I will tell you, I am enjoying these live ones. They are pretty good. They get about as many views as the ones that I do normally, but they're a bit more fun. And they last way longer. No, not from Friday. I did one on Sunday, mate. I did one on Sunday. I did a big unboxing of a huge sort of spice dry rub thing that I got from a barbecue company. And yeah, it's still uploading. Now the Friday one's up there. Yeah, it's doing pretty well. It's one of the more viewed videos I've done. It's probably the most views I've had recently. So yeah, let's stay at that as well. Man alive. But yeah. Well, nearly at the end of this, so it's been magic. I'd like to get Hugh the Beer Kid on here one day and give him something like that. There was a point where Hugh the Beer Kid did quite a lot of videos, did Hubert, but then like he deleted them all. I mean, the shoddiness of his videos made mine look like Martin Scorsese. Do you know what I mean? They were shite, but he's just a proper Yorkshireman. And he's like a proper. I say he's a proper Yorkshireman. He comes across as like 70, but he is about 18. But yeah, he is living, and he is great. But I've never actually met him, and he just comes across as so nice. And I know some of my friends know him, and they all have horrible things to say about him. They all have great things to say about him. But yeah, he is in Mexico, and I've never seen anyone post such horrific food constantly. And it's like, I love Mexican food. Like, it's incredible. Do you know what I mean? Like, but what Hugh eats out there is some of the biggest piles of shite I've ever seen in my entire life. I've never seen anything like it. But like, yeah, he's got a cracking set of lungs on him, hasn't he? Like, he's like a really good singer. I think he's also, yeah, but yeah, he's a good lad. I think I've never met him in real life, but I've never met anyone who doesn't like him. So that's a plus. Well, he is lovely, mostly. Okay. Is he not lovely when he's trying to get you to eat horrific looking food? He'll just be like, "Hey, by gum, had lunch today, spent £1.10 on this." And it's like, yeah, it looks like you spent £1.10 on it. Next time, spend £1.20. Get the thing that doesn't look like a horse's cock. It's vile. It's like, horse's cock for heaters here. Could have spent 4p more for cheese, but I didn't because I'm from Yorkshire. Tight cunt. But yeah, I'm not very good at accents. Bayek, Endor's relish and all that. Oh, okay. That's very odd because as far as I was aware, he was a very well-to-do man of God. But yeah, well, they're always wrong and that lot anyway, aren't they? Eh? I'm not masturbating. I'm scraping. I was going to say I'm not masturbating. I'm scraping stout off my trousers. But that's exactly what someone who was masturbating into a live cam on a beer stream would say, isn't it? So yeah, but that is what I was doing. The fact that I come was just a coincidence, but yeah, that was a. Is that the sort of thing Hugh would say? I don't know. But yeah, well, I tell you what, this has been a great video. It hasn't quite hit the tops of. I think everyone did think I was masturbating there, so 2 people have gone. Yeah, it didn't quite hit the heady heights of 12 people watching that the last video did. But thank you very much for everyone who dropped by. It was super appreciated. I'm going to go in now. I'm going to play some video games. Probably going to eat a Kit Kat, and Then I'm going to make myself butter chicken, and I'll get another live video up this week. I might do a live video of the. I said I was going to do it. The mixing my last can of putty and triple IPA putty. I might mix them together to make a quintuple putty, because I think that's how it works according to some beer reviewers. That you just mix everything together, and that's what the ABV then adds to. So I might do that this week if Triple X Naughty Luggage comes out this week. I'll do the Naughty Luggage series. I'll do all the Naughty Luggage series. Yeah, but I will go live again at least once this week. We'll say twice. We'll say twice before I'm back at work this week. So you'll get 2 more live videos. I've got a pre-recorded Shelf Turd video that's going to go up as well. So that's a bonus. Yes, Mersey beer, even the pale ale. But I might use most of that to just like brine some food downstairs or something and just have a mouthful of it, because I can tell you right now it's too thin and it doesn't taste like it. It doesn't taste of anything. So and that's not just that particular pale ale. That's my review of every pale ale that's ever come out, ever. Even though that pale ale I had from the Colonel on Saturday was delicious, but that's because it was 6%. So yeah, pale ales are rubbish. Oh, I hate them. See, there we go. I mean, I know you've corrected yourself there, but you're actually right the first time. Pale ales aren't meant to be thin. No, they aren't. They're too thin. They're too thin. They're rubbish. They're just. I should have spat that. Spat for real. It's not a bedroom carpet. It's like. I'm kind of glad I didn't. We already have double pales. They're called IPAs. They already exist, and they are far superior to pale ales. Also, although people are starting doing these double stouts now, aren't they? It's like, it's not an imperial stout; it's a double stout. It's 8%. It's like, I hate that ABV on a stout. Either be like a 5% sort of like session stout, or like a 10+% imperial stout. It's this sort of dilly-dallying in between that's just so bloody undignified. Like, just make it either be strong or don't. Okay. And so, I'll tell you what, I'd go for that. I've never seen one, mate. I have never seen one. But if I see a double pale, that doesn't sound gross. I would definitely have. I'd definitely give that a. I'd risk it for a biscuit, for lack of a better way of putting it. I would definitely give that a try. A very old style. Well, I'm sure someone like Don Zoco will release one, ironically, in the next sort of year or so, and everyone will go crazy for it. But yeah, I will. Yeah. But yeah, well, there we go. We've got an hour and 10 minutes. I hope everyone's had a fun time. I know I bloody have. I've probably had a more fun time than you have, because I have just sent 2 10% beers. Thank you very much for dropping by. As always, it's super, super appreciated. And take care of yourselves. And I will see you all in the next video, which will be, I don't know, sorry. Should I say tomorrow? Should I come on tomorrow? No, I've got stuff to do Wednesday morning. Wednesday night. I'll do a video Wednesday night. Now, maybe it'll be the putty mix. Maybe it'll be every hooch flavor back to back. I don't know. But take care of yourselves. Big love. All the best. Take care. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.